Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Hey everyone, welcome to our show. It's called Curbside, where we talk about, I guess, cars and stuff. Anyway, my name's Jeffrey. I drive a Honda S2000.
Hi, Jeffrey.
And hi, thank you. Hello. And I'm going to preface this by saying I'm Taiwanese American, just in case I say anything stupid about Taiwan. I am one of you guys. Anyway, I'm joined with my dude here, right here. Introduce yourself, my dude here, right here.
What's up? I'm the dude here, right here. Name's Parth Singh. I drive a 2016 F80 M3. It's a lot of fun to drive. I'm Indian American, so I will, not the Native American type, the ones that came over with airplanes and boats, those types. And
okay.
Yeah, we're on a good start already. And so I just preface that if I'm sounding culturally insensitive, it's because I am already in that culture and I'm insensitive. But
Cool.
yeah, besides that, we're starting this podcast off, man.
Yeah, man. This is the first test episode. I don't know how smoothly it's actually going right now, but
Well, it's probably going like shit, honestly. So let's be honest, it's the first episode. People are just tuned in to try to listen, but they're gonna be like, "Yo, who are these guys?" But in general, who are we? I actually want to tell these guys. People are gonna be like, "Who are these people? Why should we listen to them?" Honestly, I have no clue. We're not really motoring journalists. We don't have any background in that. We try to make a YouTube channel. Jeff, you remember that?
yes,
And,
that went well.
that
How
went
many
really
subscribers
well.
do we have?
About 5.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So we're not experts.
Just
we're
as
not,
a plug, I have my own YouTube channel. It's called The Jeffy2.
Hey, no plugs. No plugs.
Go subscribe. I actually have some subscribers.
No plugs. Anyway, so we're not anything special. We're just regular car guys. We go to car meets and drive cars, and we enjoy cars, and we have fun, and we just talk about cars. And sometimes our conversations get pretty interesting. So we thought may as well record it to have people listen to it if you have nothing better to do.
I'm from the LA area.
And I'm from the Bay Area, so who has it better? I do.
Probably. It's hot down here. Traffic sucks.
Oh man.
All right. Anyway, let's get this going. So Parth, let's just start off with this, okay? Since this is the first episode, why are we even talking about cars? What makes you like cars?
Let's see. I remember. Well, I would have to say this. I got into cars because of my dad. First of all, my dad's big into cars. He's always been into cars, and I guess his love for it eventually rubbed off on me. I say eventually because I remember as a kid, I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. I had no interest in cars. I was like, what's the purpose? Why do you like cars? Why does somebody like cars? Like, is that something to like? Like, why is my dad drooling over these cars? And I remember the day that all kind of changed was he got a copy of Road and Track, and on the cover of it was the Porsche Carrera GT. And back then that was like the new car. That was the time it was part of the holy trinity that was soon to be. And I saw that car. I'm like, wow, that car is amazing. And he's like, yeah, this car is cool. It's a new Porsche. It's a new Porsche GT. It has a V10. I had no idea what a V10 meant. And I was like, Dad, why don't you get that car? He's like, you think I can afford a car like this? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, just buy it. Like, that's what you do with cars. You just buy the car. Like, what's a big deal? He's like, if we had to buy this car, we have to sell our house. And that's when I was like, what? Like, cars can be as expensive as houses? Like, mind you, I was like still like 5 or 6 years old, so I had no idea about money in general. But that was the first thing I was like, okay, wait, cars can be something special? And that just kind of started it from there, a snowball effect, And then you start reading about cars, you start looking at pictures, and you start seeing cars that you love. And I still have this poster of a Ferrari Enzo hanging on my wall, and I remember that was the first super exotic car that I just fell in love with, and to this day I think it's one of the most beautiful hypercars ever made. So it just kind of snowballed from there. Just started learning more, wanting to do more. But yeah, I mean, that's what cars are for now. That's how it is for me.
Yeah, dude. Pretty much started the same way, I feel like. You know, my dad used to always take me every year just to go see the LA Auto Show.
Yeah.
He was the one into cars. And then I started getting in cars in the stupidest way possible. Not the cars itself.
Yeah.
I like the tires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could name the car by the rim.
Yeah.
And I could recognize the tires by brand.
Nice.
This was when I was like 5-6 years old, and then eventually it kind of just died off because I don't know why, just forgot about it. And then during high school, or early middle school, or something like that, I found this. I was really into. Get this, okay? The smart car.
God damn, dude.
That was my dream car, okay? And our parents had just bought a Honda Odyssey. And that was like, oh man. I was finally old enough to like kind of understand buying a car. And I was like, when I start driving, I want a freaking smart car. All right? Okay. I started looking up videos about the smart car.
The smart car?
And yes. You know, the two-door potato car?
Yeah, everyone knows the smart car, man. Well, everybody who knows cars knows the smart car.
I liked it, okay? Don't judge me. but that looking those things up, I eventually got to looking up the video of the Smart Roadster. And that Smart Roadster review was done by a little show called Top Gear.
It was a little show back then.
Yeah, actually. And I'm sure if you're a car guy, you might have heard of Top Gear. And from then on, it was, oh man, obsessed with cars. I would get into a car with my best friend at the time. I had just watched the Bugatti Veyron episode.
Oh, that's a good episode.
And, you know how it has all those facts about the Veyron?
Yeah.
I would recite those like word for word. It's like, dude, did you know that? Blah, 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 blah. And then my friend was like, dude, what's wrong with you? Do you like research cars or something? It's like, heck yeah. and then guess what? Now he's a car guy.
Oh yeah?
Hey, yeah.
No, funny how that happens, huh?
Yeah. So who was talking crap? Wait, no, that's not the saying. What's the saying?
I don't know.
Who's laughing now?
Well, he was talking crap, but you know.
Yeah, shut up. But why cars, though? Like, what's so special about cars?
To be honest, like, I have no idea. Do you have an idea?
Right?
I just kind of like them.
Yeah, honestly, because I get it if it's not your thing, right?
Yeah.
For most things, like for most people, cars are a way to get from A to B.
Don't talk about A to B. Don't talk about A to B, dude.
But that's true, though. You listen to these people, and they're like, okay, I don't know why you like cars. It's a box that takes me from A to B.
Well, that's why they're a lower form of humans, so, you know, it's fine. Darwinism at work. They'll get taken out eventually.
I don't know. If we drive more, I think we have more likely to crash, and then we die more.
Yeah, but we had a smile on our face.
Good.
Yeah. All the time, dude. All right, let's talk about this. How about this? As a car guy, you know, we've driven a lot of cars. We've driven a lot of cars fast. How many times have you come close to actually ending it? Because it was few times were close calls for me already, and I'm only 24.
Hey man, don't be stupid.
I used to be pretty stupid. So high school days and early college days, dude, they were not. Oh yeah, like I'm surprised I'm still here. You know, after driving cars.
Dude, I don't know. For me, I've never actually almost killed myself by driving fast.
Oh, not fast, but like just driving stupid in general.
Well, here's the form of driving stupid that I almost kill myself on. It's always falling asleep at the wheel.
Okay, that's different.
But no, like growing up not growing up. While I was driving, not really. I think mostly it was because of the cars I was driving.
Yeah, because of the kind of cars there were.
Yeah, because the cars I had to drive was an Acura MDX, a 2005, which... You know, it's nice and utilitarian. It's got 7 seats. It's small, but it's like really mushy.
Yeah. It's hard to kill yourself with that.
Yes, And ironically, the other one that was faster was a Honda Odyssey.
Which is funny that it's faster, because the Odyssey's a sleeper.
Yeah, dude, it handles like kind of not like a really fat car, to be honest, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, maybe I'm just a guy that's not meant to drive fast.
So never any like decisions that you did, stupid decisions that led you to almost kill yourself.
No, not in the car. No.
Well,
maybe somewhere else, but
you want to hear my most memorable one?
Yeah.
So my friend, all right. So me and my friend, actually two of my friends, and this was one of my friend's cars. Dude's name's Prob, and he still has it actually. It's an old Mercedes coupe. What is it? The CL, based on the C class. It's the C class coupe basically, but from back in the day. What is it? Hang on, I gotta look this up. I think it's Mercedes CL something. Mercedes C.
There's the compressor one that kind of looked like a wagon. Hatchback looking thing.
No, it's just a regular Mercedes like coupe, from back in the day. Just CL. I think it's just a CL.
CL?
Is
the
that
CL class, the gigantic one?
No.
The CL's it's pretty much the S class coupe.
God damn it! No, not that one, dude. It's like just based on the C series, but the coupe version, but from like 2001. Oh, CLK. Yeah, so CLK. So he had CLK. Yeah, CLK. Okay, sorry, it is a CLK. So CLK.
Yes,
it was a 2003.
We know cars. I swear.
Okay, everyone gets confused on Mercedes. It changed the brand every 2 minutes. Okay, so 2003 Mercedes CLK, and so his tires were wearing out, and they had an appointment to get their tires changed over the weekend. We're still in high school. I think it's senior year, and we think we're invincible. The world can't touch us, and we're like, hey. If your dad's about to change out the tires, why don't we go and drift the car a little bit? And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm down. Idea. But he's like, but you drive because I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, I'll drive. So me, Prob, my other friend Brian, we all go in his car and we go up through. If any of you guys from the Bay Area, and Jeff, I don't know if I took you there, but Calaveras. So Calaveras, up in the hills of Milpitas. It's a windy road on the side of pretty much a hill, massive hill, like bordering on mountain, and it's not divided per se. There's no yellow lines in the middle of the road. It's very narrow, very small. There's on the side of it. There's a solid few hundreds feet drop, and that's where we decided to go drifting.
Good idea.
On a very dangerous road. Normal people would take it out to an empty parking lot or something like that. No, we're going to go do it on Calaveras, on a very dangerous road, which is just dangerous if you're driving on it, let alone performance driving.
And were you guys pro drifters back then?
Oh, yes, we thought we were.
Okay, good.
Yes, we thought we were. Were we actually? That's a different story, but, So we go on this road, and we do a few drifts, and we're like, yeah, look at us, we're the freaking dudes, look at us hitting these drifts, look at that, hey, look how far I can get this back end out, bro, oh shit, bro, we're doing that stuff, right? And then my friend Brian's like, hey, on this corner, I'm gonna get outside and I'm gonna record you guys drift in this corner. And we're like, aight, sounds good. So he hops out, so it's me and my friend Prob, and he starts the recording, and we go around this turn, and I hit the gas. Back end comes out, but the back end came out a lot more than it did previously on the last 3 drifts. Back end came out, and I'm like, oh, that's too much. And my mistake was I got off the throttle, which I realize now after learning things and being experienced to things. So what happens in a drift when you let off the throttle, Jeff?
You pull off a perfect drift.
Oh, that's exactly not what happened. So we hit a nice tank slapper. That thing was back and forth and back and forth. And the worst part of it, the whole time we were heading right towards the barricade, which was gonna hopefully save us to the edge of the cliff. And Prob starts screaming, holy shit, and I'm just stern-faced, and I'm like, okay, I gotta slam the brakes. I slammed the brakes on, probably about 1.5 feet away from having the whole car fall off the cliff, and we were just sitting there for a minute, holy, Prob's face, I would never forget the look on his face, dude. It looked like he had died about 5 times, and he'd just come back to life. He's a brown dude, that dude was a white dude for about a minute. Like he was like that. He was, and I was just shitting bricks. Like there was a nice little puddle where my seat is supposed to be, and we reverse and we go to our friend Brian, and Brian is still recording with his mouth, his jaws dropped to the floor, and he's just like, I almost watched my two best friends die.
No, you almost recorded your two best friends die.
Oh, he was still recording. He was in so much of a shock because he saw that happen that he was still recording. He forgot he was recording. So,
dude, do you have that video?
I think Brian has it. I have to find it. I have to ask him to find it. Yeah,
you gotta pull that one up.
Yeah, dude. I think I've asked him to do it. I think he keeps forgetting, but yeah, you can see in that video we were pretty much like just about to die. So that's one of the incidents, but that's one of the most memorable ones. Learned a lot from it, though. Don't get off the gas on a drift, boys.
Yeah. Or how about, let's not go drifting on a dangerous mountain when we don't know how to drift.
I'm not their dad at the end of the day, so they can do what they want, but just don't get off the gas. That's all I can say.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yes. Glad you've learned an important lesson there.
We promote safe driving on this podcast, by the way. Don't do dangerous things.
Yes. Just... Yes. Anything that happens to you, you didn't hear from us. Okay?
Yeah. No lawsuits, all right?
I don't know. I've never had like a
lawsuit.
What?
You never had a lawsuit?
That, and also I've never had like a crazy I'm going to die in my car story.
Well, you're still 20, so it might happen.
But I've actually had a couple instances where other people had tried to kill me.
They tried to kill you? Like people on the road?
No. While I was in the car. One of the times it was in my own car.
Somebody was driving your car and tried to kill you?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the S2000 doesn't have traction control.
His one doesn't.
Before the years, I think, 2005. And I had gotten this car with what looked like new tires at the time, but they were a brand I had never heard of.
Oh, and by tires, that's another important topic. We'll talk about that later, though, but...
By the time this was happening, okay, my tires had gone pretty much bald, which didn't make sense because I didn't drive the car that much.
Yeah.
And I let my friend drive it because, I wanted him to feel the VTEX,
Yeah.
The unicorn farts, the...
Yeah.
I wanted him to feel that. So he took the car out, and we were at a light. And we turned the corner, and he decides to floor it for some reason, because, that's how you turn a corner. The corner was covered in sand.
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, the tail whipped out real far, and then, luckily, he was able to snap it back, because he had been screwing around in his own car enough. But we just, stopped right there, looked at each other, and, died laughing.
Yeah, that's usually what you do. After about like 20 minutes of pooping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, also, have I ever told you the time I went to, quote unquote test drive a S2000?
No, I don't know. Actually, I just remember you one day had an S2000 and you sent a snap of that. Like, you didn't even tell me like you're actually like seriously in the market for one. This dude he dreamed about two cars in college. He always wanted an S2000, which is like the achievable car in the near future, he told me. And then he wanted an NSX, which is like the car of the future, his dream car. So
yeah, dude.
When this guy sent me the snap of an S2000 and sitting in his garage, I was like, bro, hello? Are you gonna like tell your friend about this or no? So no, I had no idea you were driving S2000s. I didn't even know you bought one until you sent a snap of it in your garage.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
That's you.
This will be a new story for you.
Yeah.
So I went out to test drive, quote unquote test drive, an S2000 because I couldn't drive stick. So
lol.
The only thing that I could do was I was like, "Hey, dealer man, can you test drive the S2000 with me in it?" And he was like, yes, I can." And you could tell this guy was excited. Okay, he probably hadn't gotten to drive this car, but he was like, "Okay, let me grab the keys," and he takes me in it, and he goes and drives off, and then again we're at a corner. For some reason, everyone in an S2000 is like, "Oh, it's a corner. Let me floor it."
Oh boy, actually, yeah. All right.
He floors it, We spin completely on the road. Luckily, there's no cars, and we were like 2 inches from the curb. And he was like, "Oh,
Oh, I almost lost my job there.
yeah." And then he took the car back to the dealership, and I was like, "Yeah, just contact me if you're interested in the car, man."
That's probably because he had to go clean the poop that was in his pants.
Didn't have to discuss numbers or anything. He just let me go at that point. And to be honest, I don't think I would have gone back for that car.
Yeah. That's not a very positive test drive experience from a buyer's perspective.
Yep.
And I'm just I was looking up some stuff while your story. I was looking up some stuff that we could possibly talk about. So I literally Googled car news, right? And I get onto Car and Driver's news section. You want to know the first story that shows up?
What?
This is the breaking car news, the thing that's going to shake the industry. McLaren GT's finishing touch is a set of matching luggage.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
if y'all got a McLaren GT, you can buy some matching luggage. Looks like there's a golf bag with one of those, too. You can put a golf bag in your McLaren GT. But to be honest, if you own a McLaren GT and you're going golfing, I don't think you're going to be taking your McLaren GT, but... that's a different topic. But there is actually something interesting that I do want to talk about that I hope you actually know something about, Jeff. I know you're not very, you're not as into German cars as I am, I'll say. You heard about the new...
Wait. Before we get to that, let us quickly take a sponsored break. With no sponsors.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah.
This episode has been brought to you by Rolex. That is ROLL-EXXX. If you want a diving watch that cannot get water on it, please call us and we'll ship you one for $30. It'll look like a Rolex.
Don't get it wet.
Just don't get it wet.
Don't get it wet. That's right. I got one of them, and this is a real life product review. Got one of those in the mail. I think they shipped it from Miami, and it came with a very nice handwritten note that said, "Enjoy this watch. It's a diver's watch. Don't get it wet." I was very confused, but very happy that I bought this product.
Rolex, ROLEXXX, or ROLLEXXX, for divers who don't want to tell time.
You won't forget it.
Nope.
Yeah.
What's our next sponsor, Parth?
Next sponsor is Mousepad Inc.
Oh, good.
Yeah. If you want
to.
Are
you just looking at your desk?
Yeah,
what's
literally.
around?
So I was looking at my desk and I'm like, what's around me? That was a Mousepad. If you want to buy a Mousepad, go to Mousepad Inc. I swear to God, I hope that's not a real company. All right, should we get back to the car news?
Yes. Let's get back to it.
Now that we got you loose, I can hear the birds waking early to sing.
And we're back. What do you want to talk about, Parth?
All right, so before we left, I was telling you, we were saying that you're not as into German cars as I am, so I don't know if you heard about this, but the car is really cool, and I hope you looked into it, or at least heard of it. You heard of the Audi RS6 Avant, they call it?
Yes. I saw it.
You saw it, yeah.
I saw the videos of it in my sub feed.
Yeah. So, the new 2020 RS6 Avant has been released. 591 horsepower V8.
Holy
and
crap.
I don't know the specifics of it. I think it's knowing Audi, it's probably supercharged. Right? Audi loves supercharging. No, I'm wrong. It's a twin turbo.
Okay.
I am
Audi,
wrong.
you're betraying yourself.
Yeah, okay, so it's a twin turbo V8. It's a wagon, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. 190 miles per hour. Looks like the fucking shit. It looks so good. And
It does. I saw the
guess
thumbnail. I was
what?
like,
Guess what?
What? If you say it's not coming to the U.S., I'm going to slap you from across the microphone.
Well, Audi is a meme. Audi themselves. So they came out with an ad, and they call it you guys can check it out on YouTube. It's called Audi Presents an Avant Story. And it's a YouTube spot that follows like an Audi lover's obsession. and from like birth through fatherhood and like all the way through, and it shows you as if like, okay, so the RS6 is coming to the U.S., but it's nobody's really sure yet.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, so.
But it's coming to the U.S.
We don't know.
Finally get an RS6. Okay.
We don't know about that yet.
They might be lying.
I think they may do it because of the ad that came out with.
But they also might be lying because they're part of the Volkswagen Group.
Exactly. So that's the problem. So like, let me see. Let's see. 2020 RS6 Avant coming to U.S. Oh, I have some good news for everybody.
Yes.
It's coming to the U.S.
Yes.
It is. The RS6 is coming to the U.S. of A.
Avant?
Avant.
Yes, finally. Americans, why don't you buy wagons? I don't understand.
Yeah, I blame all Americans for this, actually.
Seriously, we don't buy wagons.
We buy freaking
if
SUVs.
They are wagons. They have to be lifted with cladding on. It's like, oh yeah, it's an SUV now. I can buy it.
Yeah, but at the same time, RS6 Avant, I really, really like that car.
Yeah, you gonna buy it, man?
Yeah, I wish, man. With my $4.20 I got. Hey, 420 joke free, baby. If you heard a big thud, that was just something dropping. Don't worry.
If you hear a lot of creaking, it's my chair. It's a WD-40.
Yeah.
We're really prepared for this podcast.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah. Well, I'm in a recording studio. I'm not.
But anyway, I was talking about the Volkswagen and the diesel scandal.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of their new ads?
Oh, where they're trying to like make themselves look really good and like they cleaned up their act and kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're using it. They're using the diesel scandal as to their advantage as an ad campaign now.
Yeah, that we've realized our mistake and we apologize and now we're trying to change our ways. And I'm like, all right, so you're just gonna take like a massive like lie and you're just gonna use it for your advantage? Like, okay.
They're like, we done messed up. We lied to you all.
We're
we
sorry.
Screwed up the image for diesels. But hey, we're gonna make electric cars now.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm you see the electric bus?
I like that. I want one of those.
But okay, I understand. But you see how they're playing at your emotion strings, your little heartstrings, by bringing out the bus. Freaking liars, dude! I don't want to buy their stuff.
They better make that.
I'm not
bus,
buying
though.
VW. I'm not buying your shit.
Then you can't buy the RS6.
No, that's different.
Is it?
Audi didn't lie.
No, their dad just lied.
Their dad is not a representation of who they are as a person, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Do you judge somebody by what their dad does, or would you call Pablo Escobar's son also a criminal, even though he never engaged in any prolific activities?
Huh.
Exactly. See that? Don't talk shit.
Okay. Whatever. But I don't know. At the same time, I kind of like that.
Like what?
Not that their advertising thing, because they're not like some companies that kind of like try to bury what they did. I mean, it's still kind of like crap that they're trying to use it to their advantage, but it's not like
it's not even like crap. It's just kind of like, okay, you guys got nothing else going for you. They're just gonna use your mistake to your advantage, like lol.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I haven't thought of a Volkswagen that I'd actually buy.
Which
Except
one?
maybe an old. No, I haven't thought of one.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, I mean, Volkswagen's like the Honda of the German cars, so.
Hey man, shut up! Don't talk crap about Honda. Hey man.
Yeah, but this RS6 Avant, dude, I'm looking at photos of it right now.
Volkswagen ain't got nothing on Honda.
I don't know, dude. This RS6 got something on it.
Bruh, that's an Audi you said, huh?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So shut up.
I can't backtrack.
But yeah, the ones I would buy would probably be or the VW, the Buzz, the electric one.
Oh yeah.
A Golf R.
You see, Volkswagen's not making the Bug anymore.
Well, because no one's buying them. No one's buying those types of
No
cars
one's
anymore.
buying Volkswagen, dude. You buy Volkswagen because you want to buy a German car, but you don't know nothing about cars.
It's just your generic kind of. It's a car. They make cars.
They make cars that are German.
They make cars that get you from A to B.
But they're German. That's that's the only thing. Like, you get the German engineering behind it.
But I'm happy that they've been doing really well with
Lying?
all the other companies.
Oh, okay.
That too, but yeah.
Look at this. I'm looking at this Audi. Look at this. Look how desperate these guys are. I'm looking at a Volkswagen ad right now. Showed up, yeah. As a picture of the big one. What is that, Touareg?
Yeah, the big one, the 7-seater is
Yeah.
the Touareg.
So we're 6 years 72,000 miles, transferable bumper-to-bumper warranty.
Wow.
Out of all the German car brands, this is offering the biggest one.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
They must be selling very well.
Yeah, obviously. Get
It's
out
like
of
back
here.
when Hyundai made like garbage cars,
Yeah. And now they're making like Bentleys, and you're like, wait, is that a Bentley or a Hyundai?
right? Dude, back then they only sold cars because of the warranty, which was like, if the car explodes for
We'll
any
replace
reason,
it.
we'll
Yeah,
give you a
pretty
new
much.
one. Because, most likely the car would have exploded. But then now they're making like the Genesis G70. That looks good.
Well, isn't Genesis like kind of like a sub-brand now of Hyundai?
Yeah, it's like its own like luxury brand now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've mistaken a few Gens as fucking Bentleys and stuff. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay.
They look nice, which, like makes me mad because Hyundai and Kia are making good cars. Kia made the Stinger, and I can't talk crap about any car companies anymore. Dude, have you seen the Kia, what's it called? The Kia, what's that 7-seater SUV that everyone's buying right now?
You're asking me about Kias, man?
The Telluride.
They made a car called a Telluride?
Yeah, look it up. It kind of looks like a Range Rover.
I wonder why they call it Telluride.
Dude, they're everywhere. And I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty good.
What the hell? Is this a Kia?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you guys are listening to this right now and you're able to, just kind of Google Kia Telluride if you don't know what it is. Because it looks like a mix of like a Ford and a Rover.
Right?
Yeah. And a Jeep. It looks like kind of like a Jeep, too.
And it's like, for the price, it's the only car in that category that looks different. All the 7-seater SUVs nowadays look exactly the same.
Yeah, they do. Wow, this one...
That's the one that stands out.
Wow, okay. I don't like that I like this. Is that a problem?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, who am I going to make fun of anymore? Well, we just did Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, I guess.
If you're a Volkswagen fan,
Get out. Don't
we
listen.
kid.
No, we don't. I don't like Volkswagens. I have no affinity for any of the cars they make. Unless you talk about one of their the companies they own, then that's different.
Hey man, they're doing really good things.
Speaking of one of the companies they own, did you see this? I don't know if you saw this. It kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. You see the Nürburgring lap time on that? Almost a minute and a half. Sorry, not a minute and a half. Second and a half faster than Porsche's GT2 RS, which was faster than Porsche's 918. So the Italians showed up. They took a nap for a bit. Took a swig of wine, rolled up a cigar, and they're like, "Yeah, what do we do today? How can we make the SVJ go fast?" And they have the record. They have currently the production car record at the Nürburgring.
Really?
Yeah, and they beat the 2RS.
Jeez, did they beat the Performante?
Yeah, it's a production car lap record right now. It's the record. It's the top guy. SVJ. They took a 10-year-old car with a single clutch transmission, and they put it around the ring faster than Porsche's new fastest car, with all the latest tech and gizmos and Porsche engineering.
Why did they do it now?
Because Lamborghini, I just told you, they just woke up from a nap.
I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
They just decided one day after having a little wine party that let's set the record, and they just did it. Like, how do we do it? I don't know. Let's just make it go fast. Okay. But hey, to be fair to them, there's a lot of new engineering in that SVJ. It's almost completely different from the original Aventador that came out 10 years ago now almost.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they did a ton of stuff with aero and chassis work and like power. I don't think power is like much different at all, but definitely a lot of stuff with aero and handling and all that stuff.
The aero on the Performante is insane.
If you think that's insane, look at the SVJ.
But dude, like that thing, like it's a Huracan.
Yeah.
But like
this
roasted
is, I think
like
the
every
SVJ is
single
more
car on the track.
I think the SVJ is more impressive, and the reason why is you're taking a big Lambo. It's a big car. That
true.
Aventador is a big bitch, and you're putting that thing around the ring a lot faster than a 2RS, which is supposed to be smaller, lighter, more nimbler, and German engineering. And you did that with a big Lambo, like with an engine that's still from when they started the company. Like, there's nothing special about that engine. It's a massive V12. And
No. That's actually their new V12.
no, it's the same
The
engine.
one in the Murcielago was the one that.
Okay, but like, I mean, we're talking about Italians here. They're like, what do we do to make it new? I don't know. Let's just put something else on it and call it new. So, Italians are, they're very, very interesting car designers and manufacturers. They want to entice your emotions, but the rest of the experience makes they don't really care about.
What are you talking about? When the car breaks down, that entices your emotion a lot.
Yeah.
You get pissed off.
Yeah.
You're stranded.
That's a great
you're hot.
strategy for comeback customers, right? Getting repeat
Yeah,
customers.
exactly. That's why Fiat's doing so well right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you hear they want to come out with a Ferrari SUV too now?
No way.
Yeah,
I thought they weren't going to do
Well,
it.
they might be doing it.
Oh gosh, great. Why is everyone buying SUVs?
But hey, I'm not gonna lie though. That Urus does look pretty nice.
Okay, yeah.
$300,000
argue
nice.
with that.
I don't know about that, but
It does. It does look nice, and it does look like a Lamborghini, which is surprising.
yeah. So I mean, these are for those cars are the kind of people, they have money and this just kind of like a thing they have to use to get a car. It doesn't really matter to them. As far as that perspective goes, it looks amazing, looks cool, and apparently it drives really nice. But from perspective of us who got $4.20, it's like, I'll get a Telluride. We brought it all the way around, Jeff. We brought it all the way around. That's how we do it in Curbside. Is that what we're calling this? Yeah, Curbside.
Yeah, that's the Curbside.
We bring it back around. See?
Dude. Okay. While we're on the topic of SUVs, there was one that I cannot stand. Okay, it's been in the news lately that what company wants to build an SUV right now?
Hyundai.
No, they already have one. It's pretty good.
Well, that's how much I know about Hyundai. Yeah.
Bugatti wants an SUV.
Well, see, at the same time, I understand. Can't tell you why.
Why?
Who does Bugatti appeal to most? The dudes out in Beverly Hills with a lot of money, and they can spend it without thinking even for like a fraction of a second. Now, you make an SUV, a little more comfortable version of, say, like the Veyron or what's the new one, Chiron. You make it a little comfortable. You make it more appealing to the Beverly Hill ladies. They're going to sell a lot of those.
Yeah, I know. Every company wants to sell a lot of cars,
but I mean,
like,
at the end of the day, it is about the numbers for them, man.
But it's Bugatti.
They don't care about your emotions. They don't care about what you think about their heritage. They care about satisfying the board at the end of the quarter.
But man, Bugatti's always been about making like really special cars.
Yeah, it's going to be a special SUV worth about $2 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's the fastest SUV in the planet, then fine. If it
What
looks
is the
nice,
fastest SUV in the planet right now?
The Urus.
Or is it the Trackhawk?
Oh, actually.
You know the Trackhawk? I like the Trackhawk.
The one with the freaking demon in it.
Yeah.
But hey, like back to the Bugatti. It instead of building the SUV, why don't they just build the Galibier?
What is that?
Okay, so back in must be like 10 years ago, but right now when they had the Veyron, they made out a concept that was the four-door sedan called the Galibier. It has the Veyron engine in it, just tuned down to like 800 horsepower or so.
Uh-huh.
It looks almost production ready.
Yeah.
And it got canceled. 2013, they canceled it because I don't know why. Look it up. It's not spelled the way you think
Okay,
it is.
spell it.
It's Galibier.
Is it a sedan?
I think that looks nice. It's a sedan hatchback.
It looks like a
going to
stretched
be
version
thing.
of a Veyron. I actually don't like how this looks.
You really?
Yeah, I think that looks ugly. I'm glad they didn't make this.
Man, I like that.
Nah, man, it looks like if you guys have not searched it up yet, it literally looks like they took a Veyron and stretched it. They literally
It's better than
stretched
an
it.
SUV though.
I think the SUV might have done better, and it will do better. If they would have made this car and they made the SUV will definitely have done better. And going back,
Well, the SUV's definitely
bringing
gonna do
it back
better.
around one more time to the RS6 Avant, Jeff, it's the Americans' fault.
Freaking seriously. Hey man, if you like SUVs so much, Parth, why don't you go buy a Telluride?
Nah, man, I'm gonna buy an Avant.
No, dude, you gotta jack it up, put some cladding on it. Then you could buy it. Then you're an American.
Real quick though, before we continue, we were talking about fastest SUV in the world.
Yeah.
You take a guess. It's Trackhawk is second.
The Urus.
No, it's
Bentayga.
the answer is obvious and it's not at the same time.
Obvious, but not at the same time.
Yeah. Take your guesses right now, listeners. Take your guesses right now. I bet one of you got it. It's an EV.
Oh, freaking the Model X.
Yeah, dude.
That thing.
Model X is the fastest SUV in the world right now with a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds, whereas the Trackhawk has 3.4.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Tesla some other time, but
Yeah.
like,
But hey, can we give some props to Trackhawk and like Jeep for this though?
Yeah, dude.
3.4 compared to Tesla's 3.2, like, and that's a normal, internal combustion engine.
it almost feels like the Tesla's cheating.
Yeah, I mean Tesla is cheating, but look how good this Trackhawk did, dude. 3.4 seconds, and it has 180 miles per hour top speed, whereas the Tesla only has 155.
Oh yeah, well.
But
Wait, how does that make it? Oh, fastest as an acceleration?
yeah, acceleration.
What about top speed?
Top speed, Urus is 190.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the fastest in terms of top speed right now. But yeah, I really like this Trackhawk.
Trackhawk's cool.
Yeah, like we're like, let's put a HellCat engine in a Cherokee and see what happens.
They're basically like, let's put a HellCat engine in everything.
Yeah, and then we'll come out with an even more tuned version of a HellCat. We'll call it a Demon, and we'll put some special tires in a box with it for you.
Yes, they should make a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Charity?
Grand Cherokee.
Grand Charity. Jeep Grand Charity. We'll give you this car for free.
They should make a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
Grand Cherokee Demon. Yes. That sounds like a good idea.
I think they might break something.
No,
Maybe
that'll be fine.
The fabric of the time-space continuum.
Bro, it's going to do like a kickflip the moment it starts up.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, can he go off-roading in the Trackhawk?
With 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds, would you really want to?
Yeah, dude, no. You go, like, I'm gonna go up the Rubicon at insane speed.
Yeah, problem is you're still gonna hit a boulder. Doesn't matter at what speed. You're still gonna hit that damn boulder.
You just put a big battering ram in front of it.
You put those things
Just
like
crash
those
through the
massive
boulders.
shovels you used to put in front of trains.
Yeah. The cow catchers.
Yeah. Just put one of those in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Let's do this. If you could put the HellCat engine in anything, what would you put it in?
A HellCat. I'd just put it in a Challenger or Charger. Man, that thing was at least relatively designed for it. And even those two cars can't even handle that engine, really.
Yeah, dude. No, I would shove it in
A Ferrari. Actually, I take it back. I'll shove it in a Ferrari. I get the Italian precision in the Italian precision. Is that even a thing?
No, man. That's the opposite.
You know what? Actually, I take it back. I got inspired yesterday. I was at the gym and I saw an AMG GTR, probably one of the most beautiful specs I've ever seen. Like a matte dark blue with black wheels with the, it had carbon ceramics, so it had the yellow brake calipers on it, and it looks so nice. I put a HellCat engine in that. That's nice right there.
I was thinking, okay, you take the HellCat engine and you put it in a Miata.
Okay, see, the things, everyone shoves something in a Miata. That's not original. That's not original.
That just sounds so sad for the Miata. Everyone shoves something
I
in a
want to know.
Miata.
I want to know, people who out there who's listening, what have you guys shoved in your Miata so far?
That sounds so dirty, Parth.
Well, I wouldn't put it past that group of owners either. No offense. I've seen you guys do some weird shit with your Miata. But we love all car owners equally, except Prius drivers.
Those are the people that say, my car goes from
Point A to point B. You know how mad that makes me? Like I'm just sitting here and I'm like freaking visibly distraught. Like I'm moving my.
What does that mean?
I'm moving my hands and I'm like trying to make a fist out of it right now. Prius like riles me up, man.
You're the embodiment of that Arthur meme.
Yeah, I am, dude. God damn, I hate the Prius. If you guys drive Priuses out here, please do not listen to our podcast. Sign off now.
Hey man, you can't be that discriminatory.
I can be. And I will.
How about this? We take the HellCat engine and we shove it in a Prius.
That will do a kickflip.
If that's gonna do a kickflip, my next option, okay? My dream car.
Yeah.
HellCat engine in the smart car.
I think like their entire cabin space, including where you would sit to drive, will take up the room necessary to put the HellCat engine in it.
You sit
On
on
the
top
engine.
of the engine,
Yeah.
and when you floor it, the car doesn't go forward, okay? It just starts rolling. The entire car becomes a tire.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would
And
do.
then you might experience like unpowered flight because of like the engine being right below you.
You know, we have some great ideas on this podcast. I'm so glad we're doing it.
Yeah, nobody's gonna listen. They're gonna think we're crazy. You listen to Mercedes, shove a HellCat engine in that GTR. Who needs perfect balance
it.
of power and handling?
Dude, did you know there's a GTR sedan?
Yeah. That's just Mercedes trying to sell cars though again.
But hold on. But the GT is actually its own thing.
Yeah,
Right.
but the thing is that GT sedan.
Is not its own thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's called a GT, but the underpinnings are all from a different car, I think.
BMW and Mercedes, if any of you guys work for these people and you're listening to this thing, figure your shit out. I love your cars, but nobody has any idea what you're selling anymore. Like, if I go to BMW's website right now, if I didn't know anything about cars, I would be like, what do I buy? Like, what do I buy?
This is what happens when you just try to sell cars.
Yeah, don't try to sell cars.
Don't sell cars, companies. Don't do it. It's bad for you.
Do
You want to make more money? No, stop. Just make good cars.
Do what other the Ferraris and Koenigsegg's and Lamborghinis do. Make a car and tell it so nobody can buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We made
Be
this
like,
car. It's
we're gonna
one
make
of
a
one.
car. There's only one of them. And guess, you want to buy it? No, it's already sold.
It's already sold to the one guy. Who is it? We can't tell you.
We invited him
Yeah.
to buy it too.
We asked
None
him
of
if he
us
would
bought
like to spend about $2 million. And he said yes enthusiastically. Imagine being at a point where, like, that's what happens. We're like, yes, I was invited to spend $1 million. Yes.
it. That's a nice problem. No, the problem to have is like, do I buy the what was that the car called? The Ferrari, that one dude, the LaFerrari and the special version of it or something.
The Perta?
Yeah. Like, it's like that's a nice problem to have. It's like, do I buy both?
Yeah. See, he's talking about the VP of Google. I'm not going to say his name, but you probably can figure it out if you needed to. This dude has an amazing collection, and anyone who knows cars in the Bay Area knows his collection. And dude has a LaFerrari with the same spec. They're all his Ferraris are the yellowish color that Ferrari has. And he also has a LaFerrari Aperta. The difference between the two, the roof comes off of one. Or the one doesn't have a roof. I think that's what it is. One doesn't even have a roof. That's the difference. But he has both. And he also has a McLaren P1, a McLaren Senna, Ferrari F12 TDF, 458 Speciale Aperta, regular 458. I'm missing a bunch. I think he has a Bentley and a few FXXK, 599XX GTB, 599 GTO. I mean, the list goes on. If you know him, you know, and you're in the Bay Area, or you just know his collection, you know that dude is that dude doesn't have a problem with money.
Yeah, that's a nice problem to have.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning like, which one do I drive today?
Yeah. His thing is this, like, okay, I have to spend this much money to get it. That's fine. My problem is, when can I get it? Can I get it now, please? I want it tomorrow. Like, that's his problem.
Jeez.
But the thing is, just to give that guy some credit, I've met him a few times. Humble person, down to earth, and like, he actually, a lot of people like talk to him because of his collection, and a lot of those arrogant people that look down at you if you have anything less than a Huracan, they're his friends, not his friends, but they talk to him. But you talk to him directly, and he's a nice guy. He's down to earth, and he told me, he was like, I walk into my garage and I have to pinch myself every time to be like, is this really my garage? And it's nice to see somebody with these kind of cars and that many caliber of cars to still be like a car guy at the end of the day and be like, this is unbelievable. A lot of people at that stature, they kind of forget where they came from and what these kind of cars meant to them. So it's refreshing to see somebody like that.
That's a real car guy. Hey, if this works out, it might be us. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
We're never gonna
So
make that much
listen to
money.
the podcast. I don't know how podcasts work right now. Subscribe.
Well, with that being said, we've hit an hour. How do you think this went, Parth?
Yeah, I think it went all right, but it's not really up to us, is it?
Yeah. To the current audience of 0 people right now, if you like it, please listen.
Yeah, we'll try to be doing this weekly, right, Jeff?
Yeah, try to. We were supposed to talk about the new Supra and the new Corvette this week, but
Yeah, we'll get
clearly
to
we
it.
didn't.
We'll get to it. I think we hit some more interesting topics.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think this went all right for our first podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys. If you happen to be listening, thank you so much. Thank you to, I believe the artist is called Kid Dope. We're using his song as our theme song. It's called Fast Cars and Wild Hearts.
I like that. I like the name of that song.
We're going to try to do this more often. And again, my name is Jeff.
And my name is Parth. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
And life is too short to drive boring cars.
And drink cheap wine if you drink wine.